And thanks for playing along. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Happy Friday to you. I am zipping down the mountain with intern Beans in tow after a fantastic, and I mean fantastic, semester at NAU. She crushed it as usual, and Dad's going to boast a little bit because Dad can boast. There you go. Yeah. Let's kick this off with the new toxic masculinity. Remember that Gillette gave way to Harry's razors because Gillette used to be the best a man could get. And then toxic masculinity was a phrase, and they thought, oh, we're a bunch of pansies, and we're not going to have that. No toxic masculinity for Gillette. So Harry's razors took off until the founder of Harry's razors became a complete knucklehead, and this what we have now. But the new best a man can get, the new toxic masculinity. Check this out. Vanity Fair throws this one out, and this is fantastic to me. All right, ready for this? There we go. Why are Americans so obsessed with protein? Blame MAGA. From the Liver King to the podcast bros to RFK Jr.'s MAHA constituents, America's infatuation with protein has reached a fever pitch, and it's undeniably gendered. Says Kazian Weir, please. This is what is made or run as mainstream media. Vanity Fair is taking on bleeping protein, not toxic masculinity, which is this is the New Deal. This is basically like going from global warming and oh crap, that didn't work. Now we'll go to climate change. We've gone from toxic masculinity to protein. You're obsessed with protein. Yes, a building block of life, fundamental to our ability to, I don't know, what's the word? Beans. What's it? Survive. Protein. My doctor, God lover, said that she said, listen, I need you to go as low carb as you can, extra bonus points for pure carnivore. Meat, bacon, butter. That's all I want you to eat. Meat, bacon, and butter. That's all I want you to eat. I swear to you, my doctor said that. And is my doctor right? I hope so. I mean, most medicine is guessing because our bodies are A, perfect, B, reacting to constantly the crap we put into them, whether it's food dyes or the vaccines, whatever it is. Our bodies are trying to adjust the best they can. I'm just going to go ahead and say, okay, I get that, but I'm not going to walk away from, potatoes. I'm not going to walk away from, rice. The rest, pure protein. And you know me, such a toxic masculine male because of all the protein I eat. Yes. Is there protein in IPAs? Beans? Is there protein in IPAs? We got to figure this out. Maybe there's protein in IPAs. I'm sure there is. If there is, I'm all in. 100% I'm all in. But again, this is made to, and seriously, this is made to destroy us as a society. This is made to eliminate us as a strong we the people that can be easily manipulated and bend the knee to big pharma and realize that, oh God, we need medicine. We need Western medicine. This is disgusting. And Vanity Fair should be ashamed of themselves, but Kazian Weir, I don't think is ever going to be ashamed. I think Kazian Weir is a main character, living a main character moment. And she is just all about herself. This is the dumbest thing ever. Protein is because of MAGA. Yeah, undeniably gendered. I know several people in the fitness world, fitness taco in my stomach. No, the real fitness world that are all protein, 100% carnivore. Men and women. But this is, again, nonsense to make you think, oh, those evil MAGA people. The evil MAGA people are making us eat protein. God, I'm telling you. The other day, I had 2 steaks and mashed potatoes for lunch. And that's basically all I had for the day because I was so down. I was like Thanksgiving full. And I'll keep doing that as long as I can because I love it. And speaking of ailments, how about diabetes? Diabetes. Walter Brimley brought us the term diabetes, the word diabetes. It's diabetes, of course. Apparently, Walter Brimley has a love child, and he hates Donald Trump. He hates America. Because, and I'm kidding, this is not Walter Brimley's kid. But he looks like Walter Brimley's kid. And he hates him some America. And I think this is something that is so, let's say, I'm going to say fun to watch. It's sad, really. At the same time, we get our butts kicked all the time for just supporting anything conservative. So, yes, fun to watch. Let's go with this. This is
embarrassed yet?
Nope.
Are you proud to say you're an American to anybody who is not one?
Yes, I am. Yeah, hell yeah.
I know I'm not.
Oh, why?
And anybody who is MAGA.
Oh yeah.
Or just doesn't give a shit about this country, their citizens.
Okay, so what Walter Brimley's kid is talking about here is that you should not be proud to be an American because of certain pieces of legislation or certain ideas that a current administration has. You should be embarrassed to be let's see here, an American that, yes, we did have slavery. We were the only country that abolished slavery. That we know the rest of the world has slaves. We aren't going to. We have the civil rights movement. We have a strong constitution that has lived 200 years. We have people like this that can go on to social media and spout this kind of nonsense and be totally okay with it. Good for you, dude. Cool. So yes, without, by the way, like Germany, if this was Germany, you would have been arrested for saying this. You would have been arrested. You would have been in jail for saying this. There's a guy that is in jail currently because he gave a poor review to the new Range Rover. This guy would be in prison. But yet here he is. And you're welcome. On behalf of all of the men and women who have died for your ability to do this here in the United States, you're welcome. You ungrateful piece of balding garbage.
For their fellow human being. We used to be someone other countries looked up to.
We are.
And strived to be.
By the way, we are. We are a country people look up to because, you know what? They want that cheddar. So they're going to social media and be like, oh, America is so bad. America is so awful. Are we going to get our check? Still getting that check, right? That was just, political reasons. I had to say that on social media. Can we still get our check? Can we still get our check? This guy.
Now we're an embarrassment on the world stage.
No, we aren't. We are literally feared on the world stage, which is where we need to be as a we the people, where we need to be as a country, quite literally feared. Feared. Like you thought W was crazy cowboy. Trump is the ultimate crazy cowboy. Like, dude, just seriously, FAFO. Seriously, F around. Go ahead. I dare you. Challenge me. We are feared in every way on the global stage. And that fears respect. And that fears bend the knee. If you need any example of this, it is the Prime Minister Carney of Canada, who ran on this platform. Oh, America, we are divorcing us from America. And then he got to the White House and literally smooched Trump's booty for an entire day. World leaders do not like Donald Trump, but they respect him and they reluctantly go along with his policies because they know it's America first and not they getting all of the benefits. God, this guy.
Globally, we're an embarrassment.
Nope. No, we're not.
And yes, I'm embarrassed.
Oh.
I chose to be.
Seriously, MSNBC, bro, seriously. Dude, watch more MSNBC.
A United States citizen. Back when we were a country to be proud of.
Yeah, because you came from Canada. Okay.
I'm not that proud anymore.
Bye.
And I'm ashamed.
Bye.
To tell Canadians, to tell people from Germany that I'm an American citizen now.
Why? To tell people from Germany? You mean the Germans that are holding their hands up? Please help us, America. Your new Canadian Prime Minister who bent the knee and smooched the booty of Donald Trump in the White House in front of cameras, in front of God and country. Really? Okay, keep going.
Because I made a bad choice. Buyer's remorse, call it. But who would have thought this country would have ended up this way anyway?
70 million.
Certainly not I. So yes, I'm definitely ashamed to tell anybody I'm an American.
I don't know.
And I'm ashamed of where America's headed.
I don't know where it is. I'm using my finger.
But you guys who are MAGA, you guys who love the rich and you're not, when they start walking all over your asses, taking everything you've got, making you work for slave labor.
Oh, stop slave labor. Understand this. If you say slave wages, I'm going to smack you in the face. Slaves didn't have wages. This is not slave labor. We have policies for just stop. And as far as the millionaires and billionaires, let's talk about Elon Musk, who lost $13 billion since he started working with Doge. He's not enriching himself. You asshat.
And they will. Your wages will. You think you're making no money now? Wait.
Yeah, by the way, in the last 4 years, any dollar that we made is worth 80 cents today because of Joe Biden. But literally, you look it up. Fact check me if you want to. Every dollar you make today is worth 80 cents thanks to Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Just wait. They're not for you. They don't care about you.
They never have.
But they fooled you, haven't they?
Oh, no, they haven't.
Wake up, America.
This guy.
Right now, it's too late to do anything about it.
I'm pretty sure this guy's single. I'm pretty sure this guy's got a TV dinner that maybe Salisbury steak in the microwave right now. This guy. This poor guy.
I really do. That's what's so heartbreaking. And even if we are able to get this regime out of power and take back over, it's going to take us years years to fix what they've ruined.
All I do is win, no matter what.
4 short months. Guys, we're fucked.
Ha!
This has been your old Uncle Al. Let's stay in touch.
Uncle Al, no, I don't want to stay in touch with you, dude. Uncle Al, you need to go bye-bye, dude. Uncle Al, you need to get out of here. Uncle Al, this has been your old Uncle Al. This has been your senile. Oh, poor Donald Trump is so mean. Here's the deal. We, the people, voted for the rest of the world not giving a rat's ass if they like us or don't. We don't care. We don't care. I don't care. You don't care. That the rest of the world looks at the United States and says, oh, how terrible they're doing. Look at the UK. Look at Germany right now. They are probably 2-3 years away from Sharia law. And we're the bad guys? We're the ones that are on the wrong track. Okay. We voted to fix this crap. And crybabies like Walter Brimley's kid here are the only hope of the Democrat Party because they are completely lied to, fooled, and it basically brainwashed. Oh, man. Look, I don't like everything that Donald Trump does. I don't, and I shouldn't, and you shouldn't. But damn it, I'm loving some results. I really am loving some. We'll get to let's go to Christy Noem. Can we do that? Let me go to Christy Noem here. Let's see if I can find my girl here. Maybe I don't have Christy Noem today. Do I not have Christy Noem? No way. Okay, I guess I don't. All right. Thought I did. Christy Noem is yes, I do. Here we go. For the love of grief. This is the asshat that went to El Salvador to try to free an El Salvadorian citizen to the United States, which if he did come back, he would immediately be deported to El Salvador. Because why? He's an El Salvadorian citizen. Here we go.
Taking any action to facilitate his return, or are you not?
No. Secretary Hotness, what say you?
Simple question. Are you taking any action to facilitate his return, or are you not?
This administration is following and complying with all federal court orders to make sure that we.
So you are because the court ordered that you facilitate his return. So you are facilitating his return.
Yes. If we facilitate his return, you asshat, you grandstanding piece of garbage. Yes. And he will be deported back to El Salvador immediately. Here you go. Get after it, Hotness.
Sir, Senator, thank you for the question. But what I would tell you is that we are following court orders.
Reclaiming my time.
And that you're.
Look at this ass. Look at this piece of garbage. Literally have a spouse abusing, human trafficking, gang member piece of garbage removed from our country. And this guy is trying to make it an issue. I can't.
Advocacy for a known terrorist is alarming to me.
Madam Secretary.
It's alarming to me because he's a human smuggler.
Madam Secretary, I'm going to have to reclaim
and a terrorist, and he's not a U.S. citizen. He's a citizen of El Salvador, and he's home. If he were to
see, he can't even say. He can't. Yeah. He can't even.
Of El Salvador, and he's home. If he were to come back
Madam
here,
Secretary,
we would take him immediately.
All right,
back
I'm going to have to.
I'm gonna have to reclaim my time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna reclaim my time. Dude. He is a citizen of El Salvador. He currently is in El Salvador. We would have to extradite him, which the president of El Salvador said, no, we're not going to release him. And bring him back to the United States, where the not one but two outstanding yeet orders are here in the United States. He'd immediately be sent back. But here's why. These asshat slappies want him here in the United States so they can rally around him with cameras. They can bring him back to his wife, who started a GoFundMe site, and she's cashing in on this. Him and his babies, and oh, look at this Maryland man. He's so fantastic. He's wonderful. And then here's the ICE agents are going to take him back into custody and send him back once he came. Oh, Donald Trump is evil. The only reason they don't care about Abu San, whatever, damn Garcia. They do not care. They don't care about this man. They care about the optics and the ability to fundraise off of his return to the United States and legal re-deportation back to his native country, of which he is a citizen, El Salvador. Son of a biscuit. Dude, come on. I love it because, to me, it's again another example. The Democrats don't give a rat's ass. They do not. They think if they hold on to this crap that we, the people, are going to reward them in the next election. We are not. You are going to get jack stomped. As a matter of fact, yesterday, a court order said that it is legal for the state of Arizona to purge non-citizens from their voter rolls. You hearing that, Fontes? Oh, Adrian Fontes kind of puckering a little bit, right, buddy? Your aspirations to become governor ain't going to happen. Katie Hobbs is not going to be reelected, period. Because your voter rolls just got tanked because they weren't citizens. Oh, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. In the midterms, and in the next election, Adrian Fontes will pull the same crap he pulled to get Kirsten Sinema elected. And the same crap he pulled to get, Katie Hobbs did to become governor and get, what's his name? Gay Ego. What's his name? Yeah. Senator Gay Ego elected. It's all a bunch of nonsense. So a bunch of nonsense. Oh, yeah, son of a. All right. Here's the deal. I spent a lot of time, and I spent a lot of time with my man, Rob. I love Rob. Y'all know I love Rob. And for those of you that don't know, Rob was my co-host for 6 years. He's one of my closest friends. My kids call him Uncle Rob. And we used to call him Hip Hop Rob. Rob is probably and I just noticed I got a weird light. Hang tight. Hold on. Hang tight. There we go. Boom. Hang tight. Sorry, I just had a really weird. Whoa, what the heck just happened? All right, we're back. I think we're back. All right, here we go. Yeah. I thought that I was trying to fix a light, and then all of a sudden, boom, there we go. Holy cow, everything went weird. Anyway, y'all know I love Rob. We used to call him Hip Hop Rob because Rob studies hip hop. He studies the civil rights movement. Rob is the blackest white man I've ever known in my life, and I love him for it. I absolutely love him for it. What I had an issue with was his memory of hip hop lyrics for decades. There's nothing you could throw him off with, except for one that I think is the greatest intro line to a hip hop song ever. When it said, notorious, just please us. No. Jesus, the notorious, just please us with your lyrical thesis. I think it's a great intro line. Jesus, the notorious, just please us with your lyrical thesis. I think it's a fantastic line. Best line to a country song is, let's see here. When I thought I drank you. Yeah. You were the first thing that I thought of when I thought I drank you off my mind. Fantastic. Yeah. Clint Black. Fantastic. Anyway, where's it going with that? Robbie. He never said in all of the lyrics that he was singing to every hip hop and rap song you could possibly imagine, never said the N-word. He just wouldn't say it. He wouldn't say it because I can't say it. And we had a bromance episode with two black men talking about racism. And I said, can we just give Rob a pass? Can Rob, of all people, of all white people, can he just get a pass? Like him and Eminem should have a pass. You can say the word. Go ahead. At least when you're singing the lyrics to a song. And then I saw this, and I love the fake outrage. I want you to see the fake outrage of somebody potentially saying the word. Somebody saying that she uses the word frequently. I don't use the word hard R, but I use the A version of it a ton. I love my people. What's up? I'm not going to say it right now. I'll get shut down. But check this out.
Support a white racist.
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in a country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable.
Piers Morgan, by the way, is becoming Jerry Springer. Like, seriously, Piers Morgan is taking the reins from Jerry Springer. He is, as much as he can get his people to fight on his show, the better. And to bring up a topic of the N-word, son of a biscuit. Here we go. I apologize. Let's keep it going here.
For what you say, would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
Yes.
You would?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't
I do, quite frequently.
Yeah.
You use the N-word quite frequently.
Here he is.
Why?
Watch him right in the middle.
Other than the fact you're a despicable racist.
What?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
If you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
No. Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech.
Look at the look of the chick on the right. I don't even know who that is, but the chick on the right with the red dress, she's just He's like, I want out of here. My publicist is going to kill me if I stay in the show.
Ill freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks, sweetie. Okay, don't even. Shiloh Hendricks is a piece of garbage. I think we're all agreeing with that. Shiloh Hendricks, in case you don't know, in case you guys haven't keeping up with my social. Shiloh Hendrick is the woman that called a 5-year-old kid the N-word because she thought he stole something from her diaper bag. And then when confronted by a man with an Indian accent, she went, la, 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 and flipped him off and kept saying, I'm calling the kid for what he is. Shiloh Hendricks is a piece of garbage. But okay, here we go. Let's keep going. I digress. They're not trying to take her kids away from her either. Please stop with your nonsense.
Be clear. You just said to me you use the N-word regularly. See? In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Jerry.
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
I bet. By the way, I use the word not hard R, but I use the word for white people all the time. Even my kids. I'm not kidding. N-U-G-G-A is usually the way it's spelled, but I mean that's what why is this a bad? Are we serious? We're that big of pansies that we're going to worry about one word? Call me a Mick, call me a cracker, call me anything I don't care. Call me a Kraut, Mick Kraut, don't care. I'm German, Scotch, Irish. Call me anything you want. Then I think it's funny. Oh, the N-word. Wah. Let's just stop. Just stop. If you want it to go away, make it go away.
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
See? You're an unashamed. No. Using that word doesn't make me a racist. Period doesn't make me a racist. Using that word does not make me a racist. The same is if the guy in the middle here, a black man, called me a cracker, doesn't make him a racist. Doesn't make him a racist. What's up, cracker? Does not make him a racist, period.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
You suck, Piers.
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist. And you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you.
Still the girl on the right. Look at her. She's like, I am going to get deplatformed. My publicist is pissed off. My social media person is having a coronary right now just because I am next to this chick who thinks using the N-word is okay. I don't think using the N-word is okay. I don't. I mean, come on. But the fact of the matter is, really, it's a damn word. Stop it. Just knock it off. It's a word. Chill. Seriously. I can think of a litany of worse words to be called than that, period. But then when you have people like Shiloh Hendricks that say, I'm calling him for what he is, now you are defining the word as something that is somebody stole something from it. If you're defining it as that, then I get it. But just saying, what's up, mine? No, dude, it should be okay. Every single time. If a black man came up to me, and God bless him for doing it, what, I'm a cracker, I would give him a big old hug. It's a word, y'all. Dude, just stop. We will not get past any racism in this country if we just keep hanging on a stupid word. Really, for real. Okay, here we go.
You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Yep, exactly. Oh, Piers Morgan uncensored. No, it's Jerry Springer. The new Jerry Springer. It is. It's an ugly word. I get it. I understand. But come on. I've been called so many worse names. It's okay. You've been called so many worse names. And black people have been called that word in the ugliest way. So? Really? That's what we're gonna say someone is a despicable human being for using that word. We have an entire half of our country that calls our president a Nazi, calls him Hitler. What's worse? The N-word or calling somebody who eradicated millions of Jews in World War II? Sold them to the pharmaceutical industry for testing. What's worse? Y'all chill. Y'all just chill. And by the way, the Nazi thing, the Hitler thing, calling basically anyone who voted for Trump or Trump, that doesn't bother me. The only reason why it might get under my skin is it's lazy. It's lazy. Think of something better. And if somebody walked up to a black person and said, "You are a N-word," I hope that black man or woman is proud enough to say, "That's all you got? Really? That's the one you want to pull?" I feel sorry for you. But stop this. You're a despicable human being. Piers Morgan, you're trying to be Jerry Springer. You're useless, and you are a piece of garbage. So yeah. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to play it because, again, thanks for hanging out. This is in other news on a Friday. Appreciate you. You guys know I don't know what's happening here. What is this? Oh, my gosh. Okay, we're going to talk about this. Private equity firms. I was approached by a marketing company that Rob and I have worked with for years and said, "Hey, listen, we kind of got this business model we want to flesh out. We want to talk about small businesses and do commercials and do advertising and do marketing for small businesses that aren't owned by BlackRock or Vanguard. Let's be real, the private equity companies that own, I believe, 3 of the Fortune 500 companies." We wanted, now I said, I'm in 100%. Rob said, I'm in 100%. Let's go. Because it's a good, to me, I want to score one for the good guys. And I think that's a big thing, because the good guys are the small business owners that aren't owned by Vanguard. Here's how it works, just so you're aware. So if Vanguard or BlackRock comes up to Mike Russell Widget Company and says, "We'd like to buy your company. We'd like to buy your company for $50 million, Mike." 50. Dude, your feet will never touch the ground again. You just need to play ball for the next 5 years, and you will be a multi-millionaire. They set the rules. They own you. And every time you push back, it's that $50 million. You obviously don't want that $50 million. It's disgusting. Because I've been played to. I look, oh no, I'm a small business, West Valley, Arizona guy. I'm a small business, and screw your $50 million. No, I'd be like, hell yeah, $50 million. What do I do? So they said, "Hey, listen, we're gonna try to help market those that aren't, or those that said no to the Vanguards and those that said no to the BlackRock." Cold Stone did. Cold Stone, Lord Ducey. I'm sorry, Doug. Doug and I have made friends. Doug and I have made nice. Doug knows that I called him Lord Ducey of the Realm, Lord Farquaad. I've called him some pretty bad things. Going back to what we just said, this is names. Do relax. This is words. And then we ended up at a Wildlife for Tomorrow event, and we shook hands, we just smiled, we laughed, because we knew, look, I'm calling you out for what I thought you were, and you were doing what you thought you needed to do, whatever. So Lord Ducey, Lord Ducey. Cold Stone Creamery sold Cold Stone Creamery, and there were some shenanigans in that whole deal for sure. But now it's owned by a private equity company. Have you been to Cold Stone lately? Check this out. Cold Stone price is $9.75 for the smallest price. So $9 so $10 for a little tiny little thing, little taster, right? Over $2 per mix-in. $4.50 to $5.75 for a waffle cup. Look at this. What the hell? I don't eat ice cream. By the way, I was a total chubby bunny. I eat ice cream daily. I'd take out a pint of Haagen-Dazs like that. I'd take out 2 pints of Haagen-Dazs in a night. I have no problem with that. Zero. Stopping that probably saved my life. But yes, so here we are. Let's keep this going here. Because I want all this. I will go and try to eat all of the flavors. Look at that pricing, for the love of God. $13 for the Gotta Have It size. $11.50 for the regular size. What in the hell? And that's it. They don't care. They bought it. And what is most valuable, and this is what happened to oh God, who had the all-you-can-eat shrimp? Was it with Long John Silver's? It was Red Lobster. And what happened to Red Lobster wasn't that they had all-you-can-eat shrimp. What happened to Red Lobster was each Red Lobster owned the building they were in. And BlackRock came and bought all of them and started upping their rent. Upping it. They're like, we can't even afford to be here anymore. That's what happened. Had nothing to do with scrimps. And I have to apologize early in advance. I know this is a recorded show, but I have to apologize early because we are going to end with white liberal women singing, because that's just kind of what they do. But there is a day without sunshine if we have a day without Jasmine Crockett. So here we go.
To enter the country illegally.
Okay. Enter the country illegally. Again, forget about the damn picture she has behind her, because screw you. I mean, really, dude, how much do you love you some you? Yeah, you're in the same. Don't even start.
It's not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally.
She just said the words. It's not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. Those words just came out of her dumb mouth.
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally.
Okay, do tell, sweetheart.
It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want.
By the way, the murderers, sexual abusers, and robbers, your party has turned a blind eye to for 4 entire years. Your no cash bail has allowed murderers, child molesters, and rapists to go back and do what they do on the streets. But we need to, that's what, no. Being illegal is not illegal.
Want them to go and round people up on civil accusations.
What's up, girl? Who are you? What do you mean civil act?
It's not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal.
That's my favorite thing. It is not illegal to enter the country illegally. God, please make her the head of your party. Please. AOC, Bernie Sanders, Mad Maxine Waters, and Jasmine Crockett, please, God, please. You will not win an election for years, you dolts. Okay, while we're at it, let's go ahead and get to Mad Max. Mad Maxine, and again, her, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, several others are on so many medications to just be a rubber stamp for their party, including the Republicans, that they're making absolute fools of themselves. Here's Mad Max.
The level, type, or nature of the clearances and security training required for individuals to access.
Literally was handed to her by her staff a script to ask questions, and this is what it looks like. It's embarrassing.
The information held in the computers of Treasury, IRS, or CFPB.
Yes, I do, and I think we would have a disagreement over the definition of the word unfettered.
Mr. Secretary, did all the individuals working with Doge who were given access to treasuries.
I love this. Seriously, he said, I have a different definition of unfettered, and she does not care because she was handed a script. This is sick.
And CFPB's computer databases receive all of the required.
But not as sick as you're about to see with the elderly white liberal women that are going to sing songs. Anyway.
Clearances and security training before they were granted access?
Again, they were granted read-only access at Treasury. There were two.
So let me just say,
DOJ employees.
Please, you can't filibuster here. This is not.
No, you can't answer my question here. I reclaim my time, damn it.
Not the filibuster playground. And so what you did was you let these strangers into our treasury.
By the way, one of the Doge team is the founder of Airbnb. But yeah, and one is the former CEO of Morgan Stanley. But okay, these idiots, right?
Access to all of the data, all of the personnel information. And you just opened the door. Why'd you do that?
No, ma'am. They were Treasury employees.
Oh, are you saying today in front of this committee?
Yes, I am.
All of them were Treasury employees, that the 25-year-old who's being identified, who worked for Elon Musk, was allowed into the Treasury? Was that person there?
By the way, the Biden administration has allowed 1,400 non-vetted people, we the citizens, access to the entire Treasury. 1,400. Okay, go ahead.
He was a Treasury employee, as was Tom Krause, the senior person on the Doge team.
Yeah.
There were only two people.
There were Doge employees also.
Sorry?
Do you know, were you aware that there were Doge employees coming into our Treasury getting all of our personal information?
Well, ma'am, there is no such thing as a Doge employee. There were Treasury employees.
I tend to disagree with you based on the information I have.
I tend to disagree with you based on the information that was given to me by my staff. How dare you bring fact? God, it's beautiful. It is fantastic. God, I kept with Jasmine Crockett, her, and these aging, middle-aged, liberal white women will ensure that Democrats never, and the courts being real and saying, we're going to purge all non-citizens from voting rolls, like they did here in Arizona today. This is just, it's going to ensure that we have power for at least 2 decades. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead. Since we're talking about Doge, since we're talking about all this, let's go ahead with the middle-aged liberal white women singing again.
Oh, we love each day. Take a stand throughout the land. Let my people stay.
Let my people stay. Let my Cameron go.
If you're tired, if you're poor, let my people stay. Refugees flock to our shore. Let my people stay.
Okay, we're gonna keep playing this, but here's the deal. Hold on, Jose. Okay, how about this? How about we'll let your people stay, but they're staying in your house? Is that cool? That's the easiest follow-up question there is. We're going to let them stay, but they're staying at your house. You good with that? And how many are you going to take in? Let my people stay. Oh, come on.
Take a stand throughout the land.
These liberal, middle-aged white women. Look at this. All of them. Every one of them. That dude's there against his will. It's a hostage situation in the orange. Look at him. Not a non-white person, middle-aged liberal white. Look at this. Go in! How about just go to work? How about just cook for your family? How about just hang out and just let it all play out? Yeah? God dang. I'm telling you. All right, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for allowing me to pre-record the show and get intern Beans down safely from NAU. And we will be back on Monday right here on In Other News. Have a great weekend, everybody. Do some good, and you know something, turn off this noise. Turn off this noise and just enjoy your weekend. And we'll get back to it. Trust me, all of the nonsense, all the shenanigans will be here on Monday, and we will hit it all from the weekend, especially the Sunday show's my favorite on Monday right here on In Other News.